I got you. Let it vibe real quick. Look. The city eyes, it's time to vote God. My God, a real nigga, cause he wasn't no flaw. Posted on the corner like a watchdog. Family secure, got that shotty in the closet by the mob ball. Fuck what they heard, but tell them it's all true. Be cautious, that foundation falls till you fall through. They gon' fall. Look, I keep this shit 50 times two. Ain't no more heart in this game, I'm John Q. You colder than an avalanche, way above average. Fierce taste sweet, told him make me an apple tree. Left this in the valley full of bones, this where hope found. Java, come on, man, dark sands get broke down. Riding through Evans to a mall quad. Telling me how the crackers turn his childhood to a ghost town. Focus up, nigga, I lay that game down. I feel his pain, cause nothing is the same now. Never light shine like heaven through a rain cloud. Glock have a fit like my child, no tangent. Try to warn them niggas, we bear arms like tarantulas. Them other niggas rap, I make anthems. I really seen prophets under this banner. Made my enemies bow down on camera. Told my design I want it black and white like a panda. I'm better than that nigga that's some dirty to handle. Look, I move like a Brazilian, precious cargo, spirit ancient, but I got a new semi-auto. Wave that bitch around like where's Wardo. Sleep if they won't, I cut through they Z's like I'm Zorro. Hate me for his name, so I gotta keep that steel clutch. Trust me, I'm not what you think. I squeeze till it click like Dorothy when the heel touch. The world got me dumb, I don't feel much. Round with Yara down, just left the state bridge. Looking for a bitch better than Baby's kid. Remember I dropped Quiet Storm, I've been gone ever since. Still in the field, fuck them niggas on the fence, yeah.
Use a bear to chase it.
All right. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Yahshua Yahweh Shema Allah Thumb Shem Yahshua to the brothers and sisters out there. You know what I'm saying? Let's clap it up for the feast. You know what I'm saying? Feast of first fruits.
Hey, go ahead. A little check out. Make sure you can hear us out. My brother back here whispering and shit. You hear me? Check. Good.
Come.
Once again with ISUPK coming on 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. Officer Apayat, Officer Matazar, we're holding down the feast tonight, right?
Come.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're holding out the feast for tonight. You know what I'm saying? It's the Lord's feast, right? You know what I'm saying? Once again, like the brother said, this is the ISUPK. And another thing, too, we want to make clear that we're not affiliated with any other Israelite group. You know what I'm saying? That's the first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one of the things that I started once coming into the school. That's like one of the things that I was looking at. Like there's other Israelite groups, right? Others, right? And you'll see the difference between the UPK and all the other ones. You know what I'm saying? You'll like, you know how they say real recognize real? That's really what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna see what real is and what real brotherhood look like. So we're gonna get started. We're gonna get started with the Lord.
When you say real recognize real, what are you talking about?
Meaning real recognize real, you know what I'm saying? Meaning the school seeing how they wanna you look at your situation, right? You look at everything that's being taught in the school, what you're being taught through history, through oppression, through what you've gone through, and how you link the Bible to your life. And it's only real that you are God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? But as far as that goes, it's further than that. Take it further than that is
Right.
the brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Like looking at real brotherhood. Like ain't no brotherhood in all these other Israelite groups, right? All these fake GMS, IUIC, HOI. Ain't no real brotherhood in there. Why? Because they're all attacking each other, you know what I'm saying, gossiping. They're all, you know what I'm saying, they're all fighting with each other. And the scripture says that what a house divided against itself cannot stand. You know what I'm saying? And in here we are built on brotherhood. You know what I'm saying? Building this brotherhood builds up a nation, man. Building up this brotherhood builds up a strong household, right? It builds up a bond between, you know what I'm saying, one another. And really, I never understood what it meant to love your brother once I came in here. I never understood that. I never understood what it meant to, you know what I'm saying, really show love to your people. Because I was taught from young that we just had to go to church and that's it.
Right.
We had to go do our own little thing, you know what I'm saying? Party, whatever it may be, right? Get high, get drunk, get faded, and that was it. That was getting faded with the family was love in the world. But what is real love, man?
Brother's trying to say is, let's clarify it before we get started. The difference between ISUPK and all the other Israelite groups is simply this. Who remember the story of when Christ was about to be killed? Hey, Zai. Hey. Who remember the story when Christ was about to be killed and he had them two brothers on the cross with him? Remember that story? One cursed Christ, right? And the other one said what? The other one defended Christ. He said, "Nah, man, me and you deserve to die. But this man right here, he did no wrong. He don't deserve to die." ISUPK is that man. The same spirit that man had, that's what ISUPK is. I'm saying, I would be the first to tell you we all deserve to die. Absolutely every last one of us deserves to die. I'm saying? But the other fake Israelite group in the Christian church, they're like that other man who will curse Christ. And tonight we're going to prove it to you. You know what I'm saying? Ready out? Let's get it up.
It's like men of Israel. It's like Israel. Majim, which means to stand. Panya Hakwadam, which means turn and face the east. We're going to start with the Lord's Prayer. Abanaw, Shabash Mai, Kodash, Haya, Shamka, Yahweh, Malak Taba'a, Ratazaka, Haya, Aisha, Ba'aratiza, Kawa, Haya, Bashamayim, Latananaw, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakinaw, Kabwatinaw, Kasalakinaw, Kawatinaw, Wala'a, Tabayan, Tabayanaw, Banasaya 1, Abal, Hawashinaw, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'alib, Wahata Parath, La'ai Walamyum. Amen.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh, thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. As we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thou is the kingdom. And the power. And the glory. Forever. So be it.
We're going to read Hakat, which means the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushai. Babakashah. Nathanalau. Hakat. Larapa'ah. Kamaka'alib. Wakama Dawab. Hakat. Latahar. Hatam, it's like Hamatazariah. Hakat. Lahakwayam. Hamathiyam. It's like Hakat. Arakawa. Hatama'alim. Lagarshan. Bashim Yahushua.
Ba'ashem Yahushua.
The water Aman.
What Amen. This is the power. The English. Yahweh.
Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Please give us the power.
Please give us the power.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
The power to heal all manner of sickness.
And all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the lepers.
The power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the dead.
The power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahushua.
In the name of Yahushua.
Thank you. So be it.
Thank you, so be it. We're going to read Psalms 121 in the Hebrew. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahaharyam.
Aharyam.
Ma'ayan.
Ma'ayan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Izaria.
Isaiah.
Izaria.
Isaiah.
Ma'aim.
Ma'aim.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'ratiza.
Ra'ratiza.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat. Ragalka. Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Hana.
Anna.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashra'alam.
Yashra'alam.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tizalka.
Tazarka.
Ayad.
Ayah.
Yamyaka.
Yamyaka.
Wayamam.
Wayamam.
Hashamash.
Ashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarat.
Wayarat.
Balayala.
Wayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Makarad.
Makara.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Abnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'afka.
Taza'afka.
Waba'aka.
Waba'aka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'id.
Wa'id.
Iwalam.
Alam. This is Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
From when cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from the Lord,
My help comes from the Lord,
which made heaven and earth.
which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer my foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
he that keepeth Israel shall not slumber nor sleep.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy keeper.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand.
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy soul.
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy coming in
and thy coming in
from this time forth
from this time forth
and even forever.
and even forevermore. We're going to read Psalms, the 83rd in the Hebrew. Allahayim.
Lion.
Al-Damayalakam.
I did a malakah.
Al-Thakarash.
Al takarash.
Wa al-Thashakwat.
Al tashakwa.
Al.
Al
Kayahana.
kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Ayabika.
Yahamayawan.
Yamayawan.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
A'amaka.
Amaka.
Ya'iriyamwa.
Arama.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayata.
Ya'aitizawa.
Yaitizawa.
Atazapawanyaka.
Atazpawanika.
Amarwa.
Amarwa.
Lakaya.
Lakawa.
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 Wanakakidam.
Wanakakidam.
Magaya.
Magarwa.
Walaya.
Wala.
It's like Wala'am.
Wala.
Yazakar.
Yazakar.
Sham Yashrala.
Sham Yashal.
Awadab.
Awada.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Nawa'aitizawa.
Nawaitizawa.
Laba.
Laba.
Yakadwa.
Yakadwa.
Ayakab.
Ayaka.
Baryat.
Barwa.
Yakarathwa.
Yakawafwa.
Ahayim.
Ahaya.
Adawam.
Adawam.
Wayashama Aliyam.
Washan.
Mawa'aba.
Mawa'aba.
Wahagariam.
Wahagariam.
Gabal.
Gabal.
Wa'im a one.
I'm a one.
Wa'im a lot.
I'm a lot.
Palashat.
Palashat.
I'm Yashabya.
I'm the Shebu.
Tazawar.
Tazawar.
Gamashawar.
Gamashawar.
Nalawa.
Nalawa.
Imam.
Imam.
Hayawa.
Ayawa.
Zarawai.
Zarawai.
Labanya Lawat.
Labanyawat.
Salah.
Salah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Laham.
Laham.
It's like Kamadya.
Kamadya.
Kasayan.
Kasayan.
It's like Kasaya.
Kasaya.
Sara'ah.
Sara'ah.
Kayabyan.
Kayabyan.
Banakal.
Banakal.
Kayashwan.
Kayashwan.
Nashamadwa.
Nashmadwa.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Da'arab.
Dara.
Haya.
Haya.
Hayawam.
Ayawa.
It's like Daman.
Daman.
La Adama.
La Adam.
Shayathamwa.
Shayatamwa.
Nada.
Nada.
Yamawa.
Yamawa.
Ka'arab.
Ka'arab.
Was it? It's like Wakaza'aba.
Kaza'ab.
Wakazabak.
Kazabat.
Wakatazal.
Kazal.
Mana'ai.
Mana'ai.
Call.
Call.
Nayasakamwa.
Nayasakamwa.
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nairashah,
Nairashah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Now it's like Na'awa,
Arwa,
Alahayam,
Alayim,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayatamwa,
Shayatamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagargala,
Lakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka,
Naponaka,
Ka'ash,
Kaash,
Taba'ira,
Abaarwa,
Ya'ira,
Arwa,
It's like Wakala Ba,
Kalaba,
Talahat, Haryam,
Aryam,
Khan,
Khan,
Tharadakma,
Taradakma,
Basar, it's like Basa Iraka,
Basa Iraka,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapaska,
Wapashka,
Tabahalam,
Tabalam,
Mala'a,
Mala'a,
Kwanyaham,
Kanaham,
Kuala One,
Kuala One,
Wayakapashwa,
Wanakapashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Wabahawa,
it's like Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wabaalawa,
Ayai,
Ai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wanaparwa,
Wayabaadwa,
Wanabaawa,
Wayadaiwa,
Wanaiwa,
Kayatha,
Kayatha,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahawa,
Yahawa,
Labadka,
Labarka,
Ayana one,
Ayawan,
it's like Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Al,
Al,
Kal,
Kal,
Ha'aratiza.
Ratazan. Psalms, the 83rd chapter in the English. Keep not thy silence, O God.
Keep not thy silence, O God.
Hold not thy peace,
Hold not thy peace,
and be not still,
and be not still,
O God.
O God.
For lo,
Thy
thy enemies make a tumult,
enemies make a tumult,
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
and they that hate thee have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people,
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
and consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said, Come,
Come,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
and let us cut them off from being a nation,
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee.
They are confederate against
The
thee,
tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarenes,
and the Hagarenes,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Hammon,
and Hammon,
and Amalek,
and Amalek,
and the Philistines,
and the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
Ashur also is joined with them.
Assur also is joined with them.
They have hoping,
They have hoping,
the children of Lot,
the children of
Salah,
Salah,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
do unto them as unto the Midianites,
as to Seir,
as to Sisera,
as to Jabin,
as to Jabin,
at the brook of Kishon,
at the brook of Kisan,
which perish and endure.
which perish and endure.
They have become dung for the earth.
They have become as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like Oreb,
Make their nobles like Oreb,
and like Zeeb,
and like Zeeb.
yea,
Yea,
all their princes of Zabah,
all their princes as Zabah,
and as Zamunah,
and as Zalmunna,
who said,
who said,
Let us take to ourselves the house of God in possession.
Let's take to ourselves the houses of God in possession.
Oh my God,
Oh my God,
make them like a wheel,
make them like a wheel,
as the stumble before the wind,
as the summer before the wind,
as the fire burneth the wood,
as the fire burneth the wood,
and as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
as the flame sets the mountains on fire.
So persecute them
So persecute them
with thy tempest,
with thy
and
tempest,
make them afraid of thy storm.
and make them afraid with thy storm.
Fill their faces with shame,
Fill their faces with shame,
that they may seek thy name.
that they may see thy name.
O Lord,
O Lord,
let them be confounded
let them be confounded
and troubled
and troubled
forever.
forever.
Yea,
Yea,
let them be put to shame and perish,
let them be put to shame and perish,
that men may know
that men may know
that thou,
that thou,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
whose name alone is Yahweh,
art the Most High of all the earth.
art the most high over all the earth. We're going to read the blessings in the Hebrew. Barak atah Yahweh,
Barak atah Yahweh,
wa Yahweh Shai,
wa Yahweh Shai,
wa Mayaka'ala,
wa Ma'ika'ala,
wa Alahayim,
wa Ha'alim,
Matazab Ya'ah,
Matazata'ah,
Alawap Yahana,
Ala Wab Yahana,
Halawapyam,
Ala Wapim,
Hasaranyam,
Asaranyim,
Hakatazayanyam,
Akratayim,
Hakayayalyam,
Akratayim,
Wahakwathim,
wa Akwati,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai,
wa Hashem Yahushai.
so what Aman. Sorry, you may be
This
seated.
is the blessings.
Also like-
This is the blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh,
Bless you, Yahweh,
and Yahweh Shai,
and Yahweh Shai,
and Michael,
and Michael,
and the angels,
and the angels,
Commanding General Yohana,
Commander General
the
Yohana,
generals,
the generals,
the captains,
the captains,
the officers,
the officers,
the troopers,
the troopers,
and the sisters,
and the sisters.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
in the name of Yahweh Shai.
in the name of Yahweh Shai,
Thank you.
thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Sar, which means to turn, and you may be seated. All right, once again, we're going to start in the book of Leviticus. Give me a second. All right, we're going to start in the book of Leviticus. 7 verses. Leviticus 23. We're going to start with the Hebrew.
Hey, can you give me a sword?
Starting with the Hebrew. We'edabar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, La'amar.
Hold on, before we start out,
Go ahead.
like break it down the feast that we're like while we're keeping the feast up. Before we go. The feast and I want to break it down. Go ahead.
All right, so the feast of first fruits, right? Salaki. So the feast of first fruits, which is today, right? We're holding down. What you see us holding down is the feast of first fruits, the first of what? Of everything that the Lord that you get, you give to the Lord, right? The first of everything, right?
Hey, keep it down, Zai, Aurora. Keep it down. Go ahead.
Come. So what we're going into is right now the book of Leviticus, right? In the 23rd chapter, all these feast days that we are supposed to keep, you know what I'm saying? And what we try to do is try to get our people back to the Lord, and this is one of them, right? This right here, what you about to read, is our culture, right? This is what we keep, right? We don't keep holidays. We don't keep your birthday, Thanksgiving, right? We don't keep these pagan holidays, but we're keeping a high holy day, right? This is what this is. This is a high holy day, right? This is a day for the Lord and really for our people to come together, right? This in español le dicen un convivio, right? So we like traditionally what we're gonna get into is the Hebrew, right? Like once again, we go back into our culture. We're gonna start with the Hebrew, 7 verses. From there, we'll break them down in English.
I'll say this before you start out. I said to everyone out there that don't forget, everything we do is spiritual, right? Absolutely, spirits do exist. Let me just say that first off. Spirits do exist. You have some good spirits, you have some bad spirits.
Right.
So blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians, the spirit that's been on us, I've had us in last place for all these years. These high holidays ISUPK keep. These high holidays ISUPK keep is to get that spirit, the right spirit, back on us, right? The spirit like to allow us to win. Because we've been losing. Every other nation has had their foot on our necks. So the only way we can come out of that is to keep, once again, these high holy days, you know what I'm saying, keep them holy, you know what I'm saying, to make sure each and every one of us, like we remember, like Khan, exactly. You know what I'm saying, make sure each and every one of us remember these high holy days, and that, you know what I'm saying, they're privy to us. You know what I'm saying, our people, they're privy to our rise in this kingdom. You know what I'm saying, that's the reason why we're doing this. Everything is spiritual. Go ahead.
If I could, what's so spiritual about today? Today is the white man's so-called Memorial Day.
Right.
And they remember the wickedness of the people that have fought in wars to destroy black people in America. But today, this our Memorial Day. We're remembering when the Lord brought us into our land and away from our enemies. So it's definitely spiritual.
Right. And that's going back to what the other one was saying, which is spiritual, right? What's so spiritual about what you were celebrating is that you celebrate the victory of a pedophile, of a rapist, of a murderer, of all these things, right? Of a criminal. But we giving glory to the Lord today, right? This is what this is. We're not giving glory to a killer, right? We're giving glory to the Lord right here. You know what I'm saying? You see our families gathering together, our brothers and sisters coming together, right? Our ribs coming together. That's the Lord right there. You know what I'm saying? And always remember too that the Lord allowed it. You know what I'm saying? That this is because of the Lord right here.
All right, let's jump into it. The Hebrew. Let them know where you at. We're gonna start from there.
This book of Leviticus.
So what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go into the Hebrew. So we're gonna read in the Hebrew, then we're gonna get you in the English. All right, go ahead. Try to get through this.
Starting with verse 1, 23 and 1.
Go ahead.
Way Debar, Yahweh, Al, Mashah, Lamar. So it's like La Amar, Debar, Al, Banayah, Yeshralim, Wamarath, Alahayim, Mawa'idayah, Yahweh, Ashar, Thakarawa, it's like a thumb. Verse 3. Shashath.
So the brother's gonna go through the first 7 verse, I'm saying, and then we're gonna go through it again in the English, all right? Let you guys know. Go ahead.
Daisha, Mala'aka, Labanyawan, Hashabayaya, Shabbath 1, Makara, Kadash, Kal, Mala'aka, La'a, Aishawa, Shabbath, Hawa, Allah, Yahweh, Bakal, Mawasha, Bath, Yakam, Allah, it's like Allah, Mawai, Daya, Yahweh, Makarwa, it's like Makarath, it's like Makaraya, Atham, Bama Wa'idim, it's like Bama Wa'idam, Bakadash, Harashawan, Ba'ra, Ba'at, it's like Ba'aya, Ba'ayaha, it's like Ba'yaha, Ashar, Lakadash, Bayan, Ha'ira, Bayam, Basat, La Yahawa, Wayabakashwa, it's like Wabaka, Waba, Kamasha, Ashara, Yawam, Lakadash, Hazaha, Kag, Hamatizawath, Lahayawa, Shaba'ith, Yamawam, it's like Yamayam, Matizawath, Kalawa. Verse 7. Bayawam, Hara'a, Shawam, Makara'a, Kadash, Yahweh, Lakam, Kal, Malakath, Ibada, it's like Ibada, La'a, Tayasha, it's like Tayashawa. That's verse 7.
Once again, you know what I'm saying? That was Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1 through 7, first 7 verse, right? First off, let me just say, just for a Black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian speaking the ancient Hebrew, like, I mean, give that a hand again. You know what I'm saying? My brother, you did a good job, right? You did a real good job. And I show you how we coming back to our culture. You know what I'm saying? Give me that verse, Proc, if you can, now, where Mosai said he should take us out of the north. You know what I'm saying? Give me that. Here's why it's so important. Like, hearing that brother speak that, I'm saying speak that tongue right here, like show us how far that we have truly come, right? The Black, Hispanics, and Native American Indians have truly come. Now, let me say this. Myself, nor this brother right here was born into this, right? We had to learn this. I remember me and you on that plantation together, right? Landscaping on our plantation at Robert's plantation together. Like I'm saying, so we were brought into this. I still remember talking to you like what we said. We want one of the generals to come on here, right?
Yeah, we wanted a captain, generals, anybody just to come over here.
We didn't know he was gonna use us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, but that's to show you the power of the Most High. Like, now this brother right here is speaking Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? You got it from me out?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 3 and verse 18. In those days, the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel.
The house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel. The house of Judah represents the quote-unquote southern kingdom, right? The so-called black tribes that they say. You know what I'm saying? And Israel represents the northern kingdom. You know what I'm saying? So-called like the Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, you know what I'm saying? You get it. Native American Indians. Go ahead.
And they shall come together out of the land of the north.
They shall come together out of the land of what?
The land of the north.
A land of the north. Go ahead.
To the land that I have given for an inheritance unto your father.
To the land I have given as an inheritance unto your father. You know what I'm saying? So that's funny, y'all. Like I said before, like watching this brother right here speak the ancient Hebrew. In fact, give me the one where it said the Most High said, he shall bring thee out of the north country. You know what I'm talking about, right? Yeah, bring one in the north country. You know what I'm saying? It's funny, like seeing him speak Hebrew tells you how far we've come and how far, like, truly it's only the beginning. How long ISUPK Arizona been like 6 years? 5 years, something like that? Feels like forever, huh? Yeah, it feels like a lot longer than that. But we really that's crazy. It's really been 6 years.
Yeah, it's been like 6. I was trying to do the math last time. I think it was like 6.
Damn, 7. It's really been 6 years. Like, right up. Yeah. Right? That's when the crazy nigga Kabata called my phone. I never forget when this brother called my phone right here. I was like, what the? But I'm saying that show you how far we've come, though, right? I show you truly how far we have come. And not to mention, imagine another 6 years. Imagine another 6 years, you know what I'm saying? We're not even going to be able to be in this bill. That's one thing I'm going to vouch for you. I'm saying, you know me, you know my proclamations. I really try to make sure I hold my word, right? Like, watch another 6 years. Watch. This is just 5 or 6 years, going on 6 years that we've been here. Like, imagine another 6 years. Mark my words. Go ahead.
Right. No, that's heavy.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 31 and verse 8. Behold, I will bring them from the north country and gather them from the coast of the earth.
I will bring them from the north country. Go ahead.
And gather them from the coast of the earth.
Coast of the earth. Go ahead.
And with them the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither.
The Most High is going to bring us all out of this land. I'm saying, all like, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Come on. Yeah. Let me get a sword real quick.
Yeah, give him a sword. Yeah, use this one. The Most High is going to bring us out. What? No, you got it. I'm saying, the Most High is going to bring us out of that north country, right? Being what? The north country being America. Now, he got one right here.
You can leave this right here.
Yeah. He's going to bring us out of the north country here in North America, right? Because don't forget, the prophecy was the Gad, a troop shall overcome him, right? They took this land from the Gadites. They took this land from our brothers, right? But in the end, Gal shall overcome in the end, right? So this is seeing him speak once again Hebrew. Like, I can't tell you how every year I'll value him this speak for us. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna start at verse 23. Get me that verse. So let me know when you got it. I'm saying we're gonna start at verse 1. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 1. And the Lord spake unto Moses, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, concerning the feast of the Lord, which ye shall proclaim to be a holy convocations, even these are my feasts. So we're going to, once again, this is the Feast of First Fruit. We're going to go into why, what do we mean by the Feast of First Fruit? What does Feast of First Fruit mean? We're going to go into it, right? Verse 3. 6 days shall work be done, but on the 7th day is the Sabbath of rest and holy convocation. Ye shall do no work therein. It is a Sabbath of the Lord in all your dwelling. Meaning wherever you dwell, wherever you go, wherever you're taken captive of, give a damn if you go live up in the Caucasus Mountain of South Georgia, Russia. You have to keep this. As long as you come from the bloodline of Israelites, you have to keep this, right? Verse 4. These are the feasts of the Lord even holy convocations, which ye shall proclaim in their seasons. Verse 5, in the 14th day of the first month at eve is the Lord's Passover. Well, I don't know. What's the Passover? What's the Passover? In fact, what do the Passover represent? Let me say that. I always smile when I mention the word Passover because you know what I'm saying I'm gonna get back. I know you know, officer. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Say it again.
Egyptians dead.
Give him a hand.
Right.
The Africans dead. We ain't laughing now. They want to ban me off here. They want to block me on. They want to block me on here.
Block me, sir, if I could.
Go ahead.
I'm doing the banning. Nah, we really.
Nigga, I don't know what that rubbish is. Nigga. Go ahead.
What was
Go ahead.
that?
What the? Go ahead.
Hold up. No.
Go ahead. You did that. He did that a little too good for me. He did that a little too good for me. Go ahead.
So, the Passover is a celebration of retribution. We wanted a few things. We wanted to get out from underneath the captivity of the Egyptians. And the Most wanted his children back gathered with them. At the same time, he wanted revenge. All of those things happened.
Yeah.
And that's why we celebrate the Passover.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Did the Egyptians, did they deserve for what happened to them? You say so, right? Let me ask you. 100%. Why would you say that?
The way they treated.
Say it again?
The way they treated Israel.
The way they treated Israelites. Here's what people have to understand. Like, you heard the saying when they say, oh, it's not personal, it's strictly business. No, it's personal. Like, dead ass. Like, them Africans, it's personal. Absolutely personal. Don't tell me it's changed. It's not changed. I think a lot of people like get it misconstrued. Like the energy that we have for the so-called Caucasian man, they think that we don't have the same thing for the Africans or like the Arabs or whoever, the Moabites, the nations. Like we have it for all of them. If you're not black, Hispanic, if you're not a Mexican, you know what I'm saying? I want to go through all the countries. But if you're not a black, Hispanic, or Native American Indian, like I don't rock with you. Like we don't rock with you. Like it's very simple, right? It's very, very simple. Like the reason you can't tell me the Africans don't deserve it. Give me some things that we're doing during the land that time.
So they were not washing themselves until we came in.
It's brother. Hey, I said give him I'm gonna give him a hand for that because in correlation, what is that like today? There's certain people that didn't wash themselves. In fact, they killed a whole like disease start because of that, right? They didn't take showers. Who's that at?
The Spaniards.
The Spaniards didn't take showers. Don't forget, our North American Indian brothers had to teach them how to shower, how to hunt, how to you know how wicked you got to be for a man to invite you in his home, right? Imagine this, sisters, right, brothers? Imagine this. Imagine you invite another woman into your home, and you invite her into your home, she and her husband, like she's helping her husband plot your death to overthrow you. Man, like the Native American Indians, the Northern Kingdom invited them in. It's not like Northern Kingdom weren't afraid of them. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like that. They were kind people, gentle people. They're like, oh damn, all right, come on in. They invited them in, right? And what they did was the minute the North American Indians turned their back, they slew them. Huh? They killed all of them. You can't tell me they didn't deserve it, right? The Africans now. You can't tell me the Africans don't deserve it. Don't forget, the Africans were doing what? Even when Christ, it was so bad for us, they had us working so much that what? Our God said what? Please give my people a certain period of time to like just go worship me. They wouldn't even do that.
Right.
Don't forget, the reason why Africa, Egypt was the mighty power is because of the Israelites, because of slaves. No different than America. The reason why America was so thriving and so strong is because of the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You cannot tell me like Arizona, California would be what it is if it wasn't for the Mexicans. Don't forget, look it up right now. What California, just the state of California, ranked amongst all the other states in the world. Let me show you how powerful the Mexicans are. You cannot tell me like, what up?
To show that why we need unity right now. We do against America. You see what Spanish brothers is doing in Florida right now. The truckers is calling for a boycott of Florida because that law they passed over there, getting rid of all the so-called illegals.
Get rid of all the so-called illegals. Not to mention, to show how cruel it is. Like, you mean to tell me there are illegals in the land that was theirs, rightfully theirs? Right? Go ahead, Parag.
California accounts for 46% of the U.S. fruit and nut production.
Stop right there. 46%. Guatemala, that's damn near half, huh? One state alone is damn near half. Get the Mexicans a hand, man.
Right.
Get the Mexicans a hand. I don't give a damn what you say. You can hate it or love it. You can take it how you want to take it. Personally, I hope you're insulted by it. You know what I'm saying?
I got another one.
Go ahead.
The United States GDP, which stands for gross domestic product. That means all of the things that are bought and sold, how much money it's worth.
Mm-hmm.
The United States GDP in the year of 2015 was 18.04 trillion. The state of California accounted for 2.46 trillion.
Do you know how much that is? Granted, you hear 2.4. Imagine one state, 2.4 trillion. How much was overall? 8 point what?
18.04 trillion.
18.04 trillion. How many states is there in the U.S.?
Connected, two disconnected. That's Hawaii and Alaska.
So altogether, about how many states? 50? 50 states, right? Now, imagine one state account for how much?
To lock it.
2 point what? 8?
2.46 trillion.
2.46 trillion. Once again, I'm gonna be honest with you. If they come tomorrow and say, "Well, we're gonna need niggas to go Salakia," I'm a Benjamin. I tell you, I'm not doing that.
Oh, Salakia.
And there's a certain limit I'm not willing to go. The Israelites, that's why we give the Israelites to Mexicans, the so-called Mexicans, a hand. Once again, because there's certain things I'm not doing. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
So Salakia, in that same year,
Mhm.
the United Kingdom, or what we know today as England,
Mhm.
British Isles, made 2.86 trillion. Mind you, California made 2.46.
Right.
The whole UK.
The whole
The
UK.
whole UK made 2.86 trillion. France made 2.42 trillion. That's
Let me ask you a
less.
question. How many countries make up the UK? I'm gonna just say a lot. You're looking at like England, what? Italy, like France, all like just say a lot, right? The United Kingdom, a lot. Imagine that whole like continent make up what? 2.8, and California alone make up 2 point what? 2 point like 4.6. Once again, give the Mexicans a hand, whether you like it or understand it or not. The Mexicans, like, you can say whatever you want to say. That's why I told you. Hearing him speak Hebrew, I show you how far we've come. I remember seeing with this brother right here working in land. I'm saying we was in the hot ass sun working together when we first met, right? I'm saying we was in the field working together when we met. I'm saying, want to tell them how we met?
Shit.
Damn, why not? You want to tell them like in the world of like, and say like, but
God.
nonetheless, we came a long way. That's why I want to have this class to this brother. We didn't come a long way. I'm saying this Issachar brother right here. You heard the story of how we met. He violated how we met. I'm saying, but nonetheless, you did.
Yeah, I did.
You did. Like,
I can't say
he
I
violated. Like, you know what I'm saying? But nonetheless,
I was
I'm
in
saying
the world.
you was in the our brother was in the world at the time, right?
Yeah.
But I'll show you how far we've come. You know what I'm saying, let me go to verse 5 for you. In fact, verse 6, Salakia. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 6. And on the 15th day of the same month is the feast of unleavened bread. What's unleavened? Unleavened bread unto the Lord. What's the unleavened bread?
Salakia. I think the sister like the answer.
Something that you would not have a rising effect like the baking soda or baking powder.
Give her a hand. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We all know the Israelites, like we, once again, this is our culture, right? The unleavened bread always comes after the Passover. Right, Kabbalah Mom?
That's right.
Always comes after the Passover. I'm saying, and once again, this is something that Israelites celebrate. It's something that our tradition, right? Something that we've been on. The Africans, I'm saying the Egyptians, they had us in captivity, and their punishment was death. Just like another race of people, their punishment will be death when we come out of this captivity, right? And what we do is we celebrate the Passover. On the Passover, we have the unleavened bread. Maybe yeast or anything like that should be in our house, right? And when we have nothing with leaven inside of it, we're supposed to eat, right? Go ahead.
No, I mean, I kind of. So the scripture that you were asking for, I don't know if this is the one, but this is really going deep on.
Go ahead.
The
Is it North Country?
Yeah, it
Go ahead,
has
go ahead, give
North
it to me.
Country in here. So I'm gonna start at verse 1, right, to build up some context. Right. It says Jeremiah, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 1 says the word
They said laugh for them. Laugh for them.
Con.
Came on TikTok.
The word that the Lord spake spake against Babylon and against the land of the Chaldeans by Jeremiah the prophet. Declare ye among the nations and publish. Set up a standard, publish, and conceal not. Say Babylon is taken. Bel is confounded. Mordecai, Mordak is broken in pieces. Their idols is confounded, her images are broken in pieces. For out of the north there cometh up a nation against her, neither which shall make her land desolate, and none shall dwell therein.
Mm-hmm.
They shall remove and shall depart both man and beast in those days, and
We know what the
that
beast
time.
was, right? Ask the buffaloes. The buffaloes damn near went extinct because these people came over to this country. Don't forget, the buffaloes provided many, go ahead.
So the buffalo provided food,
Mm-hmm.
clothing.
Warmth, right? The clothes, like a lot of buffalo skin was keeping us warm, right? Imagine the buffalo went damn near. You know how evil you gotta be? Where God said, let me show you how bad you gotta be. God said this. He said, happy shall another nation be when they take your child. We all had kids, right? You see little babies. We always want kids at one time, right? Now imagine like your son, daughter, or whatever. Like imagine like that little infant child. God said, another nation shall be happy to take that baby by its leg and crack their head over the rock. You know how evil you gotta be where God said another nation will be happy to do that to you? You know why? Because that's what you do to them. I'm saying, you know how like a Trail of Tears, right? Alligator babies. I can't. Every time I read a Trail of Tears, I can't finish it. I don't know why. When I read up on a Trail of Tears, like I gotta stop it out. Damn, I bring a tear to my eyes every single time. And certain things like when you were adult, like me and you might be evil, but children are like precious. Right. You would think of certain things you wouldn't allow like children to be like aware of. You know what I mean? Right. We're all adults, like we've been through certain things, but surely you don't want your child, any child at all. I'd be first to tell you, like, if a little Caucasian baby's about to like run to the street, I'm grabbing it from like being hit. This is Appa Yak, I'm telling you that. But off of just instinct alone, right? Right up, just off of just sheer instinct alone, I'm gonna grab the baby from running out to the street. Like, what the hell is you doing? Devil, go get you, you know what I mean? I'm saying, like, nonetheless, but I'm just saying, like, just my sheer instinct alone is gonna stop it up. But imagine God said you're gonna be so happy when that day comes. We'll be able to take that same child I want to save, and crack their head over rock out because of how evil you have been.
It's like if I could add to that too, like I think like one image or one sound really is that stays locked to me, like like burned in my brain is when I first heard the news reporters talking about the children in the detention centers and hearing the recordings of the children cry for their mothers and fathers. You know what I'm saying? Like cry, and then all you can hear in the background is the whoever, like, you know what I'm saying, the guards like laughing. You know what I'm saying? Like laughing, and the children's like crying for their mother. Like, when are they gonna come? When are we ever gonna see them? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the like I know that feeling only because has anybody ever gotten lost at any like supermarket as a child? You ever feel like, damn?
It's like, I ain't gonna lie. As a grown man, I be getting lost at a supermarket looking for stuff.
It's like,
so I can
no,
vouch for that.
I'm talking as a
like,
child.
I call my rib like, okay.
Like, no, as
like,
a
I
child,
don't know where anything is.
I'm talking as a child where you're vulnerable.
I'm gonna be honest. Like you, that shit is like, where do you go? Where's stuff at in here? Like, you know what I mean?
I'm talking about. No, I'm talking. I'm trying to make the brothers and sisters relate to like what the children were going through in those detention centers, which is like the feeling of like, damn, I'm on my own.
Right.
Like, damn, like what can I do? Like, who do I turn to? I can't trust nobody. My parents always told me I can't trust nobody. Like, you know what I'm saying? My parents is the only people that I could trust. Like, where's the hope? I have no hope. You know what I'm saying? like you have no hope. You're locked up in a cage. You know, you're locked up in a cage. You don't know what to do. Like you don't know whether you're gonna eat when, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what your mom's making for dinner.
Right.
You don't know nothing.
Right. Once
Like,
again, I'm saying once again with ISUPK, I'm saying let's give a little recount for y'all. Like we're talking about, this is the high holy day, right? The Feast of First Fruits, the ISUPK on the Command and General Yana. You can look us up at isupk.com. Right now we're in Arizona. And to give y'all some context, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible. And then we got, what was it, 320 people on here. Y'all like, you know what I'm saying? And share this, you know what I'm saying? Once again, Blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible. All that we do in the ISUPK is we come out, go into the Bible, and we show our people like where we stand in that Bible, right? Show the law, statutes, and commandments we got to keep on the high holy days that we keep according to the Bible. And today we're talking about a Feast of First Fruit. Saying, go ahead,
if I could too, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna read verse 4 to, like, you know what I'm saying, tie it into what we're talking about.
Hey, if you can,
right?
Give me the
verse 4 says, in those days and in that time, said the Lord, the children of Israel shall come. It's like, it's like, can I have a brother read this? Verse 4, Jeremiah 50 and 4, right?
Look for it for me. Go ahead, Brock. Read that for me.
50 and 4. All right.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 4. In those days and in that time, saith the Most High, the children of Israel shall come, they and the children of Judah together,
right,
going and weeping.
Going and what?
Weeping.
Right. Go ahead.
They shall go and seek the Most High, their power.
Keep going.
They shall ask the way to Zion with their faces thitherward.
Right. They shall ask the way to Zion. Like that's what we're doing, right? Like you suffering in America for so long, it's like you're gonna start that question. Like that's why I always like that's what I asked this brother first, right? I asked you, what do you think life is about? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the first, because I've always had a question about what are we doing? Like, you know what I'm saying, waking up and doing the same routine, being slaves every day. Like, what are we doing? Waking up, you know what I'm saying, struggling about whether we're gonna pay the bill or not. What are we doing for?
Have funds and like what is what brother's trying to say is, what is life all about? You want to live your life without no substance? You just wake up every single day. You go to work, you have a hard time at work, you gossip, whatever it may be at work, you hate everybody at work, and they hate you, right? You get off of work. I'm saying you deal with your children, you might go to a practice here and there, and then like what do? You come back home, cook dinner, whatever it may be, then go to sleep and wake up and do the same thing over and over and over and over again. You know what I'm saying? The brother is saying is, where's the substance in that? Like, what do you like? What is this all about?
Right.
Life is war. I tell you right now. I hate to tell you, I cannot say more than that. Life is absolute war. Right. It's like this. See, all you brothers out there, if you Black, Hispanic, or Native American English, I'm talking to just the men in specific right now, right? Just the men. So the better you do, like, you know what I'm saying, the more you do, it's the more it'll be for your women. I always say the same thing. Like, it's like this. Like, there's no such thing as a queen without a king. The reason why she's a queen because she has to have a king. You know what I'm saying? There's absolutely no such thing. So if you have a society where the men are low, more than likely the women of that race is low too. Black, Hispanic, and Native American Indian men have been on the bottom. So our woman is on the bottom because we have not rise. I'm saying the only way for us to rise is to understand, first thing, life is war. I'm saying that we have lost ourselves and we have to come back to law, statutes, and commandments. You know what I'm saying? Right. And that's what this, once again, can't say it enough. That's what a Feast of First Fruit is. Everything is spiritual. Us being here, to keeping these law, statutes, and commandments is feeding that spirit. And so whatever demon is on you, like being here is gonna fight that demon. You got it from me out? I know you got it from me. I could tell you got it from me out. It's fighting that demon, right? And that demon, like that's that whatever that comes on you, whatever it may be, coming here, coming in class, watching these classes, keeping the high holy day is the only like defense. I'm saying for you, for your soul, to fight against that demon. You got it from me? Go ahead, Out.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said.
Give that brother a hand. That's the one I'm looking for. Give him a hand. Hey, we was looking for that. Go ahead, bottom up. You know what I'm saying? Officer could bottom up. Damn, my sounds. We're gonna work it out. Get our brother a hand again. Once again, you know, Kabata Mop became an officer. I can't believe it. Damn, Mop. Damn, I can't say it enough, man. I'm proud of you. God damn, man. Go ahead.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said.
The day hath come, saith the Lord. It shall no longer be said, right? The Most High said, no longer, right? That we shall remember this. Go ahead.
The Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt.
Say, at one time, when we came out of the land of Egypt, on the topic of the Passover, when we came out of the land of Egypt, right? The Israelites came out of the land of Egypt. Everyone knew the story of Moses and the Egyptians. What happened to the Egyptians? The Egyptians were slaughtered. Imagine like the superpower on the face of the earth. One day they're there, and the next day something supernatural happened and killed all that army up. So the whole world got it. I mean, the Asians, the Arabs knew about it. The Africans knew about it. Every single one knew about it, right?
Right.
Now, God said, no longer we shall know the Israelites for that. Go ahead.
But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
The land of the what?
The land of the north.
The land of the what?
The land of the north.
The land of the north, being North America. Mark my words when I tell you,
Right.
There's a day coming when God shall bring blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians out of the land of the north, being here in North America, and bring us back in our land. And I'm going to be, most high willing not, I'm going to be rejoicing not when that day comes. You know what I'm saying? God said, you know what? Egypt was small stuff. I got something for America. That's what God is saying. And America is the land of the wicked, and America have the judgment coming to itself.
That's right.
I know y'all don't like me saying that. I know. You know what I'm saying? I know. I get it. I know. I get it. Y'all don't like me saying that. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. Go ahead and read that for them again. Read that loud and strong for them again.
Therefore,
they can get me blocked. I don't care. Right, go ahead.
Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north.
The land of the north, right? North America, right? North America. This is North America, right? We're living in, right? The land. This is the land of the north. Whoever saw Game of Thrones, you know I love Game of Thrones. I really know. Sis, you know Game of Thrones? Okay. Hey, I'm gonna say one thing right now. Side note: Game of Thrones is the greatest show of all time. You seen it up? Would you agree?
Absolutely.
The greatest show of all time. If you have never ever seen like Game of Thrones, I recommend you take a time, sit down, and watch Game of Thrones. I'm telling you, and you'll be able to relate it to the Bible and what the ISUPK teach and the Bible to what they're saying in Game of Thrones.
Right.
Absolutely, it is the greatest for us. In the truth, us nerds or whatever, like it is the greatest thing on the face of the earth. Watching that play out. You ever seen it?
I haven't seen it. I gotta get into it because you always talk about it. I gotta get into it.
I'm not thinking the council. I'm not seeing Game of Thrones.
I have not seen it. I ain't gonna lie.
Come on, Mom. We're gonna take him to council. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you've been talking about it for a minute too. So
yeah, that's the thing. I'm saying we're gonna go into verse 8. Once again, we're in Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. We're gonna get in the ancient Hebrew. We're gonna get 8 through 16, right? We're gonna get 8 through 16, and then we're gonna get in the English. We're gonna get in ancient Hebrew first, right? So hold on with us, right? Salaki, I know the connection is bad, man. So what I'm gonna do is I might just end the live, and then I might just start it back up again for y'all. All right. In fact, hold on. It might be my Wi-Fi. Let me cut the Wi-Fi off. If y'all can, give me like a thumbs up or let me know if y'all can hear me. Once again, Salakia means excuse me. Like I'm saying, my apologies for the connection.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. Verse 8. Wayakara, Batham, Ashab, La Yawab, Shabbath, Yum Yum, Yawamam, Hashabayai, Makara, Makara, Kadash, Kal, Mala'ab, Bathai, Bada, La'a, Ta'ashawa, Waya Dabar, Yahweh, Al, Hasha, La'amar, Dabar, Al, Banya, Yasharala, Waya Marath, Alahayim, Kaya, Taba'awa, Al, it's like Allah, Yaharatza, Ashar, Hanaya, Nathan, Lakam, Wayadataza, Ratham, Al, it's like Ath, Imar, Ra'asha, Ra'ashayath, Kataza, Rakam, it's like Yarakam, Al, Hakahan, Wahanayapa, it's like Waha Nayap, Ath, Ha'imar, Ha'amar, Lapanya, Awab, Laratazan, Larataza, Nakam, Mamakorath, Hashabath. Now it's like Yana Yapawa. It's like Yana Yapa. Now Hakka. It's like Hakahan. Verse 12. Wa Aishatham Bayam. It's like Bayawam. Khan. Hanaya. It's like Hanaya Pakam. Atha. Ha'imar. Kabash. Tamayam, Ban, Shanatham, La'ayla, Layawaha, Waka. Verse 13. Wamanaka, it's like Wamana Kathawa, Shanya, Ashar, it's like Asharan, Asharayana, it's like Aisha, Ranayam, Salath, Balahawal, it's like Balawala, Bashaman, it's like Bashaman, Asha, La Yahawa, Yaraka, it's like Rayak, Banayak, Wanasaka, Yayan, Rabba, Ya'ith. Verse 14. Walakam. Wakalaya. Wakam. Wakara. Rakam. Waka. Ramal. La'a. Ta'a. Ta'a. Kalawan. Aid. Aitazam. Hayawam. Haza. Aid. Haba. Ya'akam. That's 14. It's like verse 14. Come. Con, I got you.
All right, so verse 8. Leviticus chapter 23, verse 8. But ye shall offer an offering made by fire unto the Lord 7 days. And the seventh day is an holy convocation. Ye shall do no servile work. Verse 9. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, when ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruit of your harvest unto the priest.
Stop. That was verse 10. So I think okay.
Come on, yeah, go ahead.
Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them,
yeah.
Con.
Go ahead.
Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, when ye be come unto the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then ye shall bring a sheaf of the first fruits.
The sheaf of the what?
A sheaf of the first fruits.
Of the first fruits. Go ahead.
Of your harvest unto the priest.
Unto the priest.
Con. And
break that up.
Con. The sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest unto the priest, right? Meaning the best of your first fruits, right? Meaning what? The best of what you have, you're gonna give to what? The Lord. Right? Because the Lord only expects the what? The best.
Hey, let me ask you a question. When he said to take the like a certain animal and sacrifice it unto the Lord, what does that mean? When you hear that, what do you think in your head?
So like it certainly means the Most High has a preference.
Well, Khan, what is it? Let me see. Let me rephrase my question. So, what do people not in the truth hear when they say to sacrifice an animal? What do they hear?
So like it certainly, they don't hear the very best one, the one that makes you the money.
Correct.
They hear more like.
So here's what I'm asking. Do you take? Go ahead, sis.
Say more something like a ritual, something that's like
Exactly. That's exactly what I was looking for. Something demonic, right? They think when you hear like sacrifice, they think, okay, you take a goat, start a fire, and throw it into the fire. Who saw the Vikings? Anybody saw? This nigga laughing. They were doing a lot of sacrificing there, right? They doing a lot of sacrificing the Vikings, where they would take the goat, they slit its neck, they put it on their face and take the goat and put it in the fire, and they're worshiping. That's not what it's talking about. What is he talking about, Parak?
It's talking about what we just did out there.
What we're doing right now, like you take it, cook it, actually cook it and have a feast unto the Lord, like not taking a whole animal and like that's so cruel. In fact, I want to say some of them keep the animal still alive, right? It's kicking and screaming. They take it, tie its legs together, they throw it into the fire.
So like it's not what America did to the buffalo. That's not what sacrifice is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, priest.
Someone think that sacrificing to these false deities that you said it right there because the deed is gonna come and eat it.
Mm-hmm.
So you leave it right there, and nothing happens to it.
So when they say, go ahead, priest, like
No, the only other thing I was gonna say is like people's perception of it is demonic because they look at it like you just gonna throw something in the fire,
right?
But in all actuality, when you go into the law,
Yeah.
it talks about the fact that the priests actually consume that meat. So it's not going to waste. That's
right.
White people stuff. Like white people waste food.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's not taking the actual animal, tie its legs together and throw it in the fire and have the animals kick and scream to death. That's not it. It's actually like taking the animal, drain the blood out of the animal, skin the animal, cut the head off, the feet or whatever, I'm saying. Cut the animal up, sterilize it, right? Season it, let it sit for a day or two. I'm saying that you cooking it. You could tell I've been there before, huh? So like you know what I'm saying, but that's what it's talking about. Like it's talking about you actually preparing the food,
right? Not
actually like demonic sacrificing it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's talking about. Go ahead, keep going. You read that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
To clarify, so this isn't an act of cruelty to an animal for the sake of a bloodthirsty God.
Right.
This is preparing a meal for the priest.
That's it. That's what I don't think people understand when they say sacrifice. That's why they say ye are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Like if you don't understand the Bible, it shouldn't be something you like jump into for real. Like you would think like to become a doctor, they have to go to school, right?
Right.
To become a lawyer, you got to go to school, right?
Right.
To become a teacher, you got to even the teacher, you got to go to school, right?
Mhm.
What makes you think when dealing with the Bible, you got to go to school for it?
Right.
The Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge is where you should be. Like if you want to actually know the Bible, right? Go ahead, sis.
That's the only sacrifice I really see from them is sacrificing your best animal for just like the sake of the Lord.
And the sister said it's true, like sacrificing your best animal. Don't forget. Excellent point, sister. Cain and Abel, right? So the reason why Cain was rejected because of what?
He just wanted to get like fruits and vegetables.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Cain was a selfish nigga to Guatemala.
Well, he was. I wouldn't call him one of us.
Oh yeah, so you're right. That's pretty. Yeah. So Cain wasn't a nigga, the brother. He technical is, but he right though. So Cain, that spirit that's on him, like you wouldn't call him like Cain was just had a spirit of a so-called caveman, right? So Cain's spirit was so when they came time to sacrifice, Cain brought fruits and vegetables to the Most High.
Mhm.
Abel brought like his best, his goat, like he brought his best sheep to sacrifice unto the Most High. So the Most High accepted Abel's like sacrifice rather than accepting Cain's sacrifice. And the reason being is because Cain's sacrifice wasn't worth anything.
Right.
And anyone ever bought like fruits and vegetables from a store?
Uh-huh.
Which one costs more? Once again, say it again.
The organic ones.
Which one costs more? Meat or fruits and vegetables?
Meat for sure. Every time.
Right.
Meat, right? I would have. Once again, I don't know nothing about.
Fruits and vegetables are in the store. More than meat.
So,
Yes.
so fruits and vegetables cost more than meat.
Yes. Because you have to buy more fruits and vegetables than you would buy.
I'm not saying more. Like if you bought one fruit and one meat together, which one costs more?
Meat, yes.
And every single time, like what is it? Is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was on the stumble, and she, you know.
If I could further clarify.
Go ahead.
So even during the day of Cain and Abel, it wasn't once again a sacrifice. Even back then,
Yeah.
of cruelty to a bloodthirsty
I'll tell you
God.
right now.
It was again.
If you want to eat, you can go ahead and start eating too. You know what I'm saying? Anybody want to eat, go ahead and start eating. You know what I'm saying?
You didn't play, sir.
No, we too
You
wild.
didn't play
We too wild.
that?
No, we too wild.
But even back then, during the time of Cain and Abel, it wasn't, once again, an act of cruelty on an animal for a bloodthirsty God. It was feeding the older men, the priests,
Right.
and he bought some salad, some fruit salad, and a garden salad, whereas Abel bought the steak.
And
So Colin, what Abel Salaki, if you don't
no,
know.
go ahead.
What Abel did was the brother that said is excellent. I'm saying the priest said it was excellent. Abel brought the steak.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Do you know what Cain brought? Cain brought strawberries and bananas and cucumbers. Well, that's what nigga brought. Huh? He brought like what's that purple thing? My ribs been making it for me.
So like
in my smoothies. What is it called again?
Oh, okay.
Blueberries. He brought blueberries. He brought like cherries. You know what I'm saying? What? Nigga, he brought cherries. So I'm saying the Most High. The Most High looked at it and was like, nah, man. Curse.
Nah, like so, like you know what I'm saying, to give it like in the spirit, like behind that story, like really what you want to look at is like in today's time, like you know what I'm saying, and going back to what we're doing right now, or what we're holding now today, right? Which is, you know what I'm saying. So the first fruit, meaning the story behind that, right? With Cain bringing what vegetables, fruit, whatever it may be, right?
Right.
That was a lazy way of working to give something like that. You don't it doesn't take much to just give it sun and water, you know what I'm saying, nutrient, whatever, right? But to a livestock, to a sheep, a herd, a cat, like you know what I'm saying, to all these things, to these animals, you're gonna have to sacrifice, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to sacrifice what to build up that animal, to make that animal healthy, strong, so you can, you know what I'm saying, so it could give you that meat that you need, right? You're gonna have to work for that. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to give it, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be patient with it. know what I'm saying, you're gonna have to. It's gonna take a minute for that animal to grow. How long does it take for a let's say corn to grow? 3 months. See that? How long does it take for a lamb to grow or a cow to grow?
At least to get weaned off so that it's
Yeah.
lawful
After
2 years,
let's say, so it won't be drinking milk,
year and a half.
right? Because we, it's law is law that we cannot kill that animal before, you know what I'm saying, it's still before it's drinking milk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Before it's like it's cut
weaned.
off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's us though. You know what I'm saying? Like we give out the best of the best to show, you know what I'm saying, love. And that's the difference between here and Christianity. Christianity believes that just by dipping you in water, it can just clean away your sins.
Right.
In here, we believe in changing the old man will prove to the Most High that you are a new man,
Right.
not just by water. You know what I'm saying? Water doesn't clean nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Water cleans nothing but your behind. You know what I'm saying? But what's in here, you're going to have to work. You know what I'm saying? You're going to have to change your diet.
Right.
You're going to have to change, you know what I'm saying, your everything that you are doing in the world, you know what I'm saying, where you're consuming everything, right?
Right.
So it's going to take a lot of sacrifice in that to be in here, you know what I'm saying, to give to the Lord, right? But in here, the Lord wants the best of the best because you're with the Lord. He expects you to be the best, you know what I'm saying, because you're with the Lord. He wants you to do best. He wants you to be above these other what? These other nations. And to be above these other nations, you don't have to be what?
Not lazy.
Not lazy, but what? Well, in reference to Deuteronomy 7, you know what I'm saying, 76, you're going to have to be separate. You're going to have to be holy. You know what I'm saying? Right. You're going to have to be holy. You're going to have to be separate to be the best. You know what I'm saying? And in here, we're going to have to separate ourselves. We're going to have to trim the fat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The weak, the coward. A coward cannot last in here. We seen so many brothers come and go. You know what I'm saying? Not only in here, all around. You know what I'm saying? We seen brothers come and go because of what? Because they couldn't take a check. They couldn't take this tough love. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't handle this tough love. They couldn't handle a check-in. They couldn't handle another man talking, you know what I'm saying, checking him for his wrongdoing. You know what I'm saying? And that's what we need.
What
you know
they do is they go on, because they know they're too weak. What they do is they go on social media and talk about the same men that they were once dwelling with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Badmouth the same men there was once in the field with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's life, though. If you can't from me out, Deuteronomy 23, verse 9. Can you read from there for me?
Come on. 23:9 says, And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, saying unto them, say unto them, when ye be come into the land which I give unto you, and shall reap the harvest thereof, then shall ye bring a sheaf of the first fruits of your harvest.
Verse 11. Go ahead.
And ye shall have, and ye shall wave the sheaf before the Lord to be accepted for you. On the morrow after the Sabbath, the priest shall wave it, and ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf of the lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord.
Once again, that burnt offering is you actually cooking that meat, provide, like, you know what I'm saying, like season, cook, like having like what we're having today, right? A high holy day, right? Go ahead.
Right. Verse 12. And ye shall offer that day when ye wave the sheaf of the lamb without blemish of the first year for a burnt offering unto the Lord, and the meat offering thereof shall be 2/10 deal of fine flour mingled with oil.
Fine flour mingled with oil. So you're talking about flour and oil now, right?
Right.
Once again, anybody ever fried chicken before? Come on, we fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? What that sound like to you?
Right.
Right? Keep going. Keep going.
Right. And an offering made by fire unto the Lord for a sweet savior.
Sweet savor, right?
Right.
Once again, this right here is not talking about taking the actual animal and throwing it into the fire. That's not how you, what's the word? That's not how you prepare a meal. That's not how you, a sacrifice is not that. Is you actually killing the animal, drain the animal of its blood. You know what I'm saying? Sterilizing the animal, like season the animal, let it sit for a couple of days. And when a high holy day, you cook that meat, you know what I'm saying, and have your high holy day, right? Keep going up.
And the drink offering thereof.
The drink offering, right? Right? The bottom of that wine, let's go ahead up.
Shall be of wine.
Shall be of what?
Of wine.
Shall be of what?
Of wine.
Of wine. Once again, this is a party, man. This is a party.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, priest. This is a party, y'all.
So, like, if I could, sir, to build on what the officer said, we serve a God who is our Father,
right?
That demands that we party,
right?
This is not.
It can't be any better than that, huh?
This is not a everybody be quiet, nobody make any noise, drink a sip of wine, go home. That's not what this is. We're preparing food for the priest. Our priest preparing food for the priest.
Right.
And we are drinking wine. Why? Because we're not celebrating the Most High. This is the Feast of Firstfruits. This is a celebration that we had when Joshua brought us into the promised land of Canaan, kicked them nasty, stinking, filthy Africans out.
Right.
And then to show our appreciation, we celebrated the Feast of
Firstfruits. Right.
To the Most High to say thank you. And what do we do? Party.
Right, we party in the destruction of our of our enemies. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what we party for. What do you party for? You party for them destroying us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You just
like Memorial Day.
Yeah, Memorial Day. Thanksgiving.
Right?
Right, like 4th of July. Where were we at during 4th of July? Where were we at during these you know what I'm saying? During these Thanksgivings, we were being killed. We were being poisoned. We were being murdered. We were being, you know what I'm saying, raped, robbed right before us. You know what I'm saying? And our children, what are they? What, you know what I'm saying? Our people, what can we do? There is no power in our hands. We couldn't do shit. It's lacking for my language, but we couldn't do nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what you celebrate. That right there. You celebrate the destruction of your people.
Right.
We celebrate the victory of our people.
Right.
There's a difference between us and the Christian church. You know what I'm saying? The Christian church teaches you to honor the rapist. Damn that. The rapist deserves death, man. Right. And the victim deserves justice. And we celebrate the victory of that brother getting justice. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For all these other brothers, for everything that's happened to the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, we gonna get justice. And it's gonna be in blood. You've heard that before, right? I don't gotta explain that. Slaggy, you want to say anything?
No, it's all.
Verse 14, and ye shall eat neither bread, Slaggy, and the drink offering thereof shall be of wine, the 4th part of an hin, and ye shall eat neither bread.
14.
Verse 14, ye shall eat neither bread nor parched corn, nor green ears, until the self same day that ye have brought an offering of your God unto your God. It shall be a statute forever throughout your generations in all your dwellings.
So why your generations in all your dwelling, meaning wherever you go, right? We could be in that once again the Caucasus Mountain of South Georgia, Russia. You got to keep these high holidays, right? You could be in America today. I'm saying you got to keep these high holidays. Go ahead, preach.
If I could, Adawan, the cultural significance of this day is very serious, and it's a beautiful thing to notice that it is absolutely Israelite culture to celebrate the soldiers of our nation.
Right.
This Memorial Day that they're doing, you can now see they took this from us. We were the ones that celebrated, first of all, the Most High for giving the strength to the soldiers of our nation,
Right.
and for the soldiers of our nation to have the courage and the will to follow the Most High and deliver us with the power of the Most High into the promised land. And when we said thank you, that's what a real Memorial Day looks like. We just didn't have a heathen bastardized name for it. We actually called it what it's actually supposed to be. It's a lot.
Great, please.
With that, we're gonna read the next 7 in Hebrew. Verse 15. What's a patham? So like, what's a patham? Lacham, Mamakarath, Hashabath, Mayawam, Habayakam. So like, Khan. Atha, it's like Ath, Aymar, Hathana Wapa, Shabai, Shabath, Wath, Tamayam. It's like Ta Mai, it's like Tamaya, Math, Yaha, it's like Taha Yayan, Taha, Yanya, Yayana, Id, Mamakarath,
Like 10 minutes or so.
Hashabath, Hashabaya'ith, Thasapara, Kamashayam, Yawa, Hawa, Wahaka, Rabatham, Malaka, Kadisha, Laya Hawa, it's like Mama Washa, Batha, Yakam, Tabaya, Awa, Lakam, Naya, Thana, Wapa, Shathayam, Shanya, Ashar, Nayawam, Nayam, Salath, Tahaya, Yana, Kama, Taza, Tapa, Ta'a, Payana, Bakawaryam, Layawahawa. Verse 18. Kara, it's like Wakar, it's like Waka, Rabatham, Al, Halakawam, Sheba'itham, it's like Sheba'ith, Kabashayam, Tama, Yamam, Banaya, Shana, Warapan, Kawar, Akkad, Wahayalam, Shanyam, Wahayawa, Allah, Ayla, La Yahawa, Wamana, Katham, Manasa, Kayatham, Asha, Rayak, Nayarakak, Laya Hawa, Wa Aisha, Yatham, Sha'ai Sha'ai Sha'ayar Isayam Akad Laka Ta'ath Sha Washanya Kaba Shayam Banya Shanad Lazabak Shalom Shalamayam. Verse 20. Well, wakana yat waka nayat hakahan atham al lakam waba kawar ka warayam thana wapa lapanya Yahweh al shanya kabashayam kadash Yahweh Allah Allah la Yahweh la kahan wa kara karathim ba'ai tazam hayawam haza'a makara'a kadash yahaya lakama. It's like lacham kal mala akath ibadia. It's like ibadia la'a Ta'aishawa Kakath Iwalam Bakal Mawasha Bathayakam Ladara Ladarath Yakam. And that's verse 21.
Once again, we're going to read from verse Leviticus 23, 15 through 21.
Verse 15. And ye shall count unto you from the morrow after the Sabbath, from the day that ye brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be completed.
7 what?
7 Sabbaths shall be completed.
7 Sabbaths shall be completed. Once again, we learned what a Sabbath was, right? What's a Sabbath?
Sloppy, sir.
Actually, you please. Anybody can tell me what a Sabbath is?
It's the day of the Lord for resting.
All right, rest day, right?
Okay.
Go ahead.
Morrow of the Sabbath, from the day you brought the sheaf of the wave offering, 7 Sabbaths shall be completed.
All right.
Verse 16, even unto
go ahead.
even unto the morrow after the 7th Sabbath shall ye number 50 days, and ye shall offer a new meat offering.
From there, 50 days. Go ahead.
Unto the Lord. Ye shall bring out of your habitations 2 wave loaves of 2/10 deals. They shall be of fine flour. They shall be baken with leaven. They are the first fruits unto the Lord.
They are the first fruit unto the Lord, right?
Come.
That bacon unto leaven. Don't forget what we talk about, right? We talk about the Passover earlier when we were reading on, right? And we talk about the Passover being after the Passover, we celebrated what? The Feast of Unleavened Bread. So now this is now what?
The Feast of First Fruits, sir.
The Feast of First Fruit. And he's talking about the leaven, right? This one you can have leaven in, right?
Right.
And go ahead, out. Read it again.
Verse 18, verse 17 again?
No, read it from there, yeah. From the
verse 18. And ye shall offer with the bread 7 lambs without blemish of the first year, and 1 young bullock, and 2 rams. They shall be for a burnt offering unto the Lord, with their meat offering, and their drink offerings, even an offering made by fire.
Offering made by what?
By fire.
Once again, that fire is not taking your. Once again, that fire is not taking your animal, right, and thrown into the actual fire.
Right.
I'm saying that offering is actually you preparing your meal.
Right.
I guess that has to be explained. I guess I didn't know we actually thought like you people was taking an animal and actually throwing into the fire. But like I brought up, like the Vikings, right? They were actually doing that. You saw the Vikings, right? They were taking the animal, they were slitting its throat, taking the blood of the animal, put it on their face, and they're throwing the animal into the fire, right, to kill it.
Sir,
Go ahead.
if I could, sir, I would ask that the Lord have mercy, just a little mercy on Israel, because not only did we think that because the
Right.
Vikings were doing that, that was the case, but literally they did that and are still doing that to us in this kingdom.
Right.
And it's not just burning us to death. They're boiling us to death. They're putting us in solitary confinement forever. These are acts of cruelty that are normal
Right.
to us. So
No,
I
yeah.
ask that the Lord have a little mercy.
And to answer your question, we're not. So, a brother asked, so are you guys Jewish? Or are you guys Christian? Well, we're not Jewish. Nah, we won't go live. Nah, we're not doing that today. So, we're not Jewish and we're not Christian.
Right.
You know what I'm saying by definition. What I mean by definition is what you perceive so-called Jewish and Christians to be. We're not that. With ISUPK, that's the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. I'm saying on the command and John Yohana.
That's right.
What we do is we teach that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
Once again, the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are the Israelites according to the Bible. What we do is we go into the Bible and we prove to you, you know what I'm saying, that we are those people and that we have to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments. The laws you can find in Leviticus. Right. And if you want to know who the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians is in the Bible, you can go to Genesis, the 49th chapter, will tell you who we are today, right? It's Genesis 49, right? We list out all the tribes and what they I'm saying. Genesis 49 chapter, the whole chapter will give you when I think it was Jacob called all of his sons together before he died, and he laid out where they'll be in the last days. That's us, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying are in the Bible.
And the book of
Let's give you some
Deuteronomy
context. And also, correct. I'm saying the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter, you find the curses. First, you find the blessings, verse 1 through about 15, right? Or verse 1 through 15 or 16. And then from there, you're going to find all the curses. I'm saying who we are. If you go to verse 68, it'll tell you where the Israelites be brought into slavery by ships. That fits all the tribes,
Right.
blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. A lot of the Hispanic tribes was taken back from here in Americas, taken back to Spain, right? Taken back to England, Italy as slaves. And that's what we teach in the Bible. So just to give some context in who we are, right? Something you want to say out?
I'm squad, sir.
You got something you want to say out? That was a good question, though. Like, I know you see, he mentioned the shield. He said he saw a star. I'm saying, I know. So this right here, the shield right here only belongs to blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians.
That's right.
I'm saying that only belongs to us. This is our symbol, right? This is quote unquote our, like, I hate to use it like that, but our like gang sign, or you know what I mean? You know, gangs have signs or whatever, like our group sign or whatever it may be. This is our satchel, right? That's who we are. I appreciate it. You want to say? Go ahead, keep going. I'm trying to get through.
Of sweet Savior unto the Lord. Verse 19. Then ye shall sacrifice one
kid.
Then ye shall sacrifice one kid of the goats for a sin offering,
right.
And 2 lambs of the first year for a sacrifice of peace offering. And the priest shall wave them with the bread of the first fruits for a wave offering before the Lord. With the 2 lambs, they shall be holy unto the Lord for the priest. And ye shall proclaim on the same same day, that it may be an holy convocation unto you. Ye shall do no servile work therein. It
What's
shall
servile work? What does it mean by servile work? I'm gonna get your question answered for you. What does it mean by servile work? You know what I'm saying? What do servile work mean?
It's like you serve. If I could.
Look at him before you go.
Servile work, the work that a servant does for a master.
Work that a servant does for a master.
AKA
Yes.
employment.
Employment, right? Yes. Go ahead, priest.
That's what it is.
That's what. Yeah, I'm saying
Somebody else.
working for somebody else, right? No servile work. Meaning, if you got a job, I'm saying you can't on that day. I'm saying you shouldn't do no servile work.
Right.
Can't forget. I take it down.
Of course, sir.
You should do no servile work on that day, right? That's what it's talking about. You actually working for your slave master. Now, answer the other question out there. Once again, like I said before, you can find us. You can find in Genesis the 49th. What up? Genesis the 49th chapter. In fact, get that from me if you can, just to make sure. I think it is Genesis 49, right? Where Jacob gathered all his sons together, right? Genesis 4. Yeah, you find that in Genesis chapter 49. 49 chapter, the whole chapter will list out. I mean, from Gad, Asher, Naphtali, Issachar, Manasseh, Benjamin, Judah, you name it. All the tribes are there, right? Every single tribe is there. Like we'll be listed from there. The Ephraimites, which are Puerto Ricans today, you can find that there. And that's once again, that's who we are, right? The ISUPK. No, we're not. Salaki, we're not going to go live with you today. We can't bring you live, you know what I'm saying? But an ISUPK, once again, I'm saying on Command and Journey Hollow, we teach that the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians are Israelites according to the Bible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
right.
I'll
Keep going.
Sir, if you like.
No, go ahead. You got it?
I got
Go
it.
ahead.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 49, verse 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourselves together.
That's all we're going to read from that out. It's when Jacob, just because we're not on that, you know what I mean?
Yes,
Jacob, like 49th chapter is when Jacob once again gathered all his sons together. That's where you're going to be able to find all the blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. Now, granted, it's not going to say blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians. It's not going to say Mexican. It's not going to say like Brazilian, right? Like Guatemala. It's not going to say Jamaicans. I'm saying black. It's not going to say all these things. But you have to put in context, like what it's talking about. Like you can also find Deuteronomy 28 chapter and see if those people, right, lines up with these curses.
It's like hidden messages.
Right? Correct. You know what I'm saying? So that's where you're going to be able to find it. Go ahead, Doc.
Okay.
Only because we're trying to get through this. Go ahead.
It shall be a statute forever in all your days. So in all your dwellings throughout your generations.
God damn.
And then, so that's verse 21.
Okay. Go ahead, Doc. Give me the other area.
That's that good wood
We
right
might
there.
touch it out. Let's close it out.
Um,
Close it out.
All right.
For time's sake.
All right. So with that, we're going to close it out. Metavisor Majim, which means to stand.
It's lucky we didn't get through the whole, I'm saying, chapter today. I'm saying the Feast of First Fruit. What we want to do is we kind of want to get to Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. I'm saying you want to get to the whole chapter. It's about 44 verses in that chapter. I'm saying it's lucky we didn't get a chance to get through it today. I'm saying, but on your own time, you could. We're reading out the King James version of the Bible. You know what I'm saying the KJV 1611. You can go into Leviticus, the 23rd chapter. I'm saying to get our whole history. I'm saying all the high holidays we got to keep in that chapter, right? Let's get it.
So like all of Israel, Amadi, which means to stand. Sorry, putting Yahakwadam, which means turn face to the east. We're gonna start with the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanaw, Shabbat Shemayim, Kodash, Hayah, Shankar, Yahweh, Malakotka, Kaba'ah, Ratazaka, Hayah, Aisha, Ba'arataza, Kawa, Hayah, Bashamayim, Nathanaw, Lakam, Kal, Yawam, Wasalakinaw, Kawatinaw, Kasalakinaw, Kawatinaw, Wala'ah, Banasai 1. It's like Tabayanaw, Banasai 1. Abal, Awashinaw, Mayan, Rai, Kaya, Laka, Hamalakwa, Waha'ala, Wahatha Para, I will love you.
I love you.
Amen.
This is the prayers in the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
Hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh.
thy kingdom come.
Thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done.
In earth,
In earth,
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day,
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
Forgive us our debts,
Forgive us our debts,
as we forgive our debtors.
as we forgive our debtors.
And lead us not into temptation,
And lead us not into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thou is the kingdom,
For thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
And the
power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
We're going to read Hakat, which means the power in the Hebrew. Yahweh.
Yahweh,
Bahashem.
Bahashem,
Yahushai.
Yahushai,
Babakashah.
Babakashah,
Thunder. Slide. The thunder. Slide. The thunder. Slide. The thunder. Lanawa.
Nathanawa,
Hakat.
Hakat,
Hakat.
Hakat,
La Rapa'ah.
Rapa'ah,
Kama Ka'ala.
Kamaka'ala,
Wakama Dawa.
Wakama,
Hakat.
Hakat,
La Tahar.
Latahar,
Hamatazarayim.
Hamatazarayim,
Hakat.
Hakat,
Lahakwayam.
Lahakwayam,
Hamathyam.
Hamatyam,
Hakat.
Hakat,
Arakawa.
Arakawa,
Hatama'ala.
Hatama'ala,
Lagashan.
Lagashan,
Hashim Yahushai.
Bahashem Yahushai,
The water Aman.
the what Aman. This is the power in the English. Yahweh,
Yahweh.
in the name of Yahweh,
In the name of Yahushai.
please give us the power.
Please give us the
The
power.
power to heal
The power to heal.
all manner of sickness
All manner of sickness.
and all manner of disease.
And all manner of disease.
The power to cleanse the leper.
The power to cleanse the
The
leper.
power to raise the dead.
The power to raise the
The
dead.
power against unclean spirits.
The power against unclean
To
spirits.
cast them out.
To cast them out.
In the name of Yahweh.
In the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Psalms 121. Asha'ah.
Asha'ah.
Ayanya.
Ayanya.
Ahaharyam.
Ahaharyam.
Ma'yan.
Ma'yan.
Yaba'ah.
Yaba'ah.
Aizariah.
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 Ma'ayin.
Ma'ayin.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Asha.
Asha.
Shamayam.
Shamayam.
Wa'ratazah.
Wa'ratazah.
Ayathan.
Ayathan.
Lamawat.
Lamawat.
Ragarka.
Ragarka.
Ayanawam.
Ayanawam.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Kana.
Kana.
Ma'ah.
Ma'ah.
Yanawam.
Yanawam.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Yayashan.
Yayashan.
Shawamar.
Shawamar.
Yashrala.
Yashrala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Tazalka.
Tazalka.
Al-Ya'ad.
Al-Ya'ad.
Al-Yad.
Al-Yad.
Yamyaka.
Yamika.
Yawamam.
Yawamam.
Hashamash.
Hashamash.
La'ah.
La'ah.
Yakaka.
Yakaka.
Wayarak.
Wayarak.
Balayala.
Balayala.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Shamarka.
Shamarka.
Makarai.
Makarai.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Athnapashka.
Athnapashka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Yashamar.
Yashamar.
Taza'athka.
Taza'athka.
Waba'aka.
Waba'aka.
Ma'aitha.
Ma'aitha.
Wa'ida Walam.
Wa'aida. Psalms 121 in the English. I will lift up my eyes unto the hills.
I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills.
From whence cometh my help?
From whence cometh my help?
My help cometh from Yahweh.
My help cometh from Yahweh.
Which have made heaven and earth.
Which made heaven and earth.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
Behold,
Behold,
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep.
The Lord shall be thy keep.
The Lord shall be thy keeper.
The
Lord shall be thy
keeper.
The Lord shall be thy shade upon thy right hand.
The Lord shall be thy shade upon thy right
The
hand.
sun shall not smite thee by day,
The sun shall not smite thee by day,
nor the moon by night.
nor the moon by night.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
He shall preserve thy
The
soul.
Lord shall preserve thy going out
The Lord shall preserve thy going out
and thy cometh in
and thy coming in
from this day forth,
from this day forth,
even forevermore.
even forevermore.
Psalms 83rd. Alahayim.
Alahayim.
Adamayalaka.
Adiyalaka.
Arthur Karash.
Arthur Karash.
Wa Arthur Shakwat.
Arthur Shakwat.
Al.
Al.
Kayahana.
Kayahana.
Awayabyaka.
Awayabyaka.
Yahamaya 1.
Yahamaya 1.
Ra'ash.
Ra'ash.
Amaka.
Amaka.
Ya'ara Yamwa.
Yamwa.
Sawada.
Sawada.
Wayatha.
Wayatha.
Ya'aitazawa.
Ya'aitazawa.
Ayatazapawanyaka.
Ayatazapawanyaka.
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Lakawab,
Lakawab,
Wanakakidam,
Wanakakidam,
Magoya,
Magalia,
Wala'ab,
Wala'ab,
Yazakar,
Yazakar,
Sham Yasharala,
Sham Yashala,
Iwadab,
Iwadab,
Kaya,
Kaya,
Nawa Aitizawa,
Nawa Aitazawa,
Laba,
Laba,
Yakadwa,
Yakadwa,
Ayakab,
Ayakab,
Baryath,
Baryath,
Yakarathwa,
Yakarathwa,
Ahaya,
Ahaya,
Adawam,
Adawam,
Wayashama Aliyam,
Wayashama Aliyam,
Mawa'aba,
Mawa'aba,
Wahagaria,
Wahagari,
Gabal,
Gabal,
Wa I'm a one,
I'm a one,
Wa I'm a lot,
Wa'amalat,
Palashat,
Palashat,
I'm your Shabya,
I'm Yeshabya,
Tazawar,
Tazawar,
Gum Ashawar,
Gam Ashawar,
Nalawa,
Nalawa,
Imam,
Imam,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Zarawat,
Zarawai,
Labanya Lawat,
Labanya Wat,
Salah,
Salah,
Aishalaham,
Ashalaham,
Kamadyan,
Kamadyan,
Kasayab,
Kasayab,
Sara'ah,
Sara'ah,
Kayabyan,
Kayabyan,
Banakal,
Banakal,
Kayashwan,
Kayashwan,
Nashamadwa,
Nashamadwa,
but it's like Bayan,
Bayan,
Dara,
Dara,
Hayawa,
Hayawa,
Daman,
Daman,
La Adama,
La'adama,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Nada,
Nada,
Yam, it's like Yamawa,
Yamawa,
Ka'arab,
Kaira,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Abba,
Wakaza Bak,
Wakaza Bak,
Wakata Zal,
Wakaza Zal,
Mana'ai,
Mana'ai,
Kal,
Kal,
Nasayakamwa,
Nasayakamwa,
Ashar,
Ashar,
Amarwa,
Amarwa,
Nairashah,
Nairashah,
Lanawa,
Lanawa,
Ath, Nawa,
Nawa,
Alahayam,
Alahayam,
Alahaya,
Alahaya,
Shayathamwa,
Shayathamwa,
Kagagala,
Kagagala,
Kakwash,
Kakwash,
Lapanya Raka,
Lapanya Raka,
Ka'ash,
Ka'ash,
Taba'ira,
Taba'ira,
Ya'ira,
Ya'ira,
Wakalaba,
Wakalaba,
Talahat,
Talahat,
Hariyam,
Hariyam,
Khan,
Khan,
Tharadapma,
Taradapma,
Basa Iraka,
Masa Iraka,
Wabasa,
Wabasa,
Wapathka,
Wapafka,
Tabahalam,
Tabahalam,
Mala'a,
Wala'a,
Panyaham,
Panyaham,
Kuala
Kalawan,
Wayabakashwa,
Wayabakashwa,
Shamka,
Shamka,
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Wayabasha.
Wayabasha,
It's like, what? It's like, Yabashwa,
Yabashwa,
Wayabahawa,
Wayabahawa,
Adya Ai,
Ayai,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayakaparwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayabadwa,
Wayada Iwa,
Wayada Iwa,
Kayatha, Shamka, Yahweh, Labadka, Ayanawam,
Ayanawam,
it's like, Ayawan,
Ayawan,
Kal,
Kal,
it's like, Al,
Al,
Kal,
Kal,
Ha'aratazah.
Ha'arataza. This is the book of Psalm chapter 83 in the English. Keep not thou silence, O Yahweh.
Keep not thy silence, O Yahweh.
Hold not thy peace.
Hold not thy peace.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
And be not still, O Yahweh.
For lo, thine enemies make a tumult.
Thine enemies make it tumble.
And they that hate thee,
And then they hate thee,
have lifted up the head.
have lifted up the head.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
They have said,
They have said,
come,
come,
and let us cut them off
and let us cut them off
from being a nation,
from being a nation,
that the name of Israel
that the name of Israel
may be no more in remembrance.
may be no more remembered.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
For they have consulted together with one consent.
They are confederate against thee,
They are confederate against thee,
the tabernacles of Edom,
the tabernacles of Edom,
and the Ishmaelites,
and the Ishmaelites,
of Moab,
of Moab,
and the Hagarene,
and the Hagarene,
Gabal,
Gabal,
and Ammon,
and
and Amalek, the Philistines,
the Philistines,
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
with the inhabitants of Tyre.
A sword also is joined with them.
So also is joined with them.
They have hope in the children of Lot.
They have hope in the children of
Salah.
Lot. Salah.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
Do unto them as unto the Midianites.
As to Sisera.
As to Sisera.
As to Jabez.
As to Jabez.
At the brook of Kison.
At the brook of Kison.
Which perished at Endor.
Which perished in Endor.
They became as dung for the earth.
They became as dung for the earth.
Make their nobles like a red.
Make their nobles like a red.
And like Ze'ev.
And like Ze'ev.
Yea.
Yea.
All their princes as Zabah.
All their princes as Zabah.
And as Zalmunna.
And as Zalmunna.
Who said, let us take to ourselves.
Let us take to ourselves
the houses of Yahweh.
The houses of Yahweh.
In possession.
In possession.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Make them like a wheel.
Make them like a wheel.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the stubble before the wind.
As the fire burneth the wood.
As the fire burneth the wood.
And as the flame setteth the mountains on fire.
And as the flame set the mountains on fire.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
So persecute them with thy tempest.
And make them afraid with thy storm.
And make them afraid with thy sword.
Fill their faces with shame.
Fill their faces with shame.
That they may seek thy name.
That they may seek thy name.
O Yahweh.
O Yahweh.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Let them be confounded and troubled forever.
Yea.
Yea.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
Let them be put to shame and perish.
That men may know.
That men may know.
That thou.
That thou.
Whose name alone.
Whose name alone.
Is Yahweh.
Is Yahweh.
Art the most high over all the earth.
Art the most high over all the earth. We're going to read the blessings. Barakatah Yahweh.
Barakatah Yahweh.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Yahweh Shah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Mayaka Allah.
Wa Allahayim.
Wa Allahayim.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Matazab Ya'ah.
Alawap Yahana.
Alawap Yahana.
Ha Alawapyam.
Alawapyam.
Ha Saranyam.
Asaranyam.
Ha Katazayanyam.
Akazayanyam.
Ha Kayayalyam.
Akayayam.
Wa Hakwatham.
Wa Hakwatham.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Ba Shem Yahweh Shah.
Hashem Yahushai.
The Wada Aman.
The what I'm. It's the blessings in the English. Bless you, Yahweh.
Bless you, Yahweh.
And Yahushai.
And Yahushai.
And Michael.
And Michael.
And the angel.
And the angel.
Commander General Yohanan.
Commander General Yohanan.
The generals.
The generals.
The captains.
The captains.
The officers.
The officers.
The troopers.
The troopers.
And the sisters.
And the sisters.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushai.
Yahweh in the name of Yahushai.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So be it.
So be it. Sisters, you may be seated. Men of Israel, we're going to do one courteous salute. Sard, turn face the priest. Men of Israel, we're going to do one courteous salute. Men of Israel, Amajim Shabbat, Amajim, Barak, Yahweh Hashem, Yahushai Barakatham.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatham.
Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatham. Sar, turn face the sisters. Sisters.
Major.
Men of Israel, we're going to do one courtesy salute to the sisters. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat, Barak, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai Barakatham. It's like Men of Israel, Amadim. With that, dismiss.